Welcome, I'm Marten Andersson. You might know me from some bands like Lizzie Borden and Lynch Mob. I am here today at the Carvin headquarters with my brand new friends right here. Been in the business quite a while, and it's a big move for me. Previously only played one amp my entire life, and I am very honored. It's a big pleasure to be here to start working with Carvin and start to get to know my friends a little bit better. When I was looking for an amp, I always look for something that's easy for me. I tried what they call the refrigerators, where I come in with racks, and I seem to have simplified, and Carvin's met those needs for me. It's a very simple amp, but yet it's very powerful. It's very warm, and I don't know how they did it, but they managed to fit everything in this little box right here, and it's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best amps that I ever played. It's so loud, so powerful, but yet it's perfect for club type venues, and perfect for big festivals, and it's great at rehearsal. So I think I found what I was looking for all these years, the holy grail of an amp, and here we are. I actually play an 8-string bass, and I add some distortion to it. And I always had a problem finding an amp that sort of would do that for me. I had to buy amp, and it was hard to get all that from one specific amp. I had to split signals and so forth. You had distortion on one and do 2 cables on the bass and so forth. And I felt that when I came to Carvin and explained this, and I found that I tried the B2000, and I said, okay, we'll try it. And I feel like all those needs are met, and it sounds great on low volume, and it sounds great on the high volume. Obviously I play heavy metal, hard rock, and I compete against 2 guitar players every night that's on 10, full distortion. So the amp, as well as the bass, but the amp is such a major component in that to make myself heard. And guitar players, I'm out to get you. I use this on any flying dates. I put this in my computer backpack right next to my laptop. I bring it on and play. It sounds amazing. It's 500 watts. This little box. Any type of fly-in, any kind of European shows. And the great thing is, go over to Europe, 110, 240. No switch, no converters. I have seen so many times where the converter breaks down right before showtime, and you got a nightmare on your hands. You got guitar players running around, got converters on converters, converting it from 110 to 220 to 240 to back to 110, and you got a stack of jerry-rigged stuff. Not right here. All you need is a plug. 110, 240 right here. This little box in my laptop bag. Got 2,000 watts right here. We got every possible scenario you want to do. Every DI out. You know, I like the small little things. I mean, of course, you expect an amp like this. You expect and you want everything, the DI out and so forth. But the mute button, love the mute button. You're on stage, you're changing basses, that sort of thing. Your tuner is out. You know, I have a tuner that I click and I mute the sound. Just go to my amp, hit the mute button. I can change basses without noise, without any kind of interference, any kind of noise issues. I use distortion a lot, especially when I use my 8-string bass. And I feel that once you crank up the distortion, you lose some of the bass, the bottom end. And that's one of the things that I felt with this amp, is you don't lose that bass. And that's sort of where the bi-amping used to come in before, where you split the signal and you have one distortion channel and you have one mid-range amp and you have one bass amp, and if you have a sound guy that doesn't know what the hell you're doing, if you're, there's many shows you go and you don't have your own sound guy, he'll crank the high end distortion and there is absolutely no bottom end to it. If you have your own sound guy, that might be all right, but that's one of the things I felt with this is it's sort of, you can get that ultimate round, full, distorted, but yet bottom end sound when you use it. So that was another thing that was very, very, very positive for me. I've used amps at 300 watts and sort of that sort of thing that you need 3 guys to lift it, and it's right here. Pretty damn light for 2,000 watts. Going to Japan next. I'm doing a couple shows in Tokyo. I'm doing a show at the Music Academy over there. Then we're going to Europe again for 4 weeks, and for next year it's going to be a busy year. We're doing a lot of festivals and a lot of things in the works, and we're also working on new songs. So it's extremely busy, which is good. And come out and see me. I'll be there. He will be there. He will be there. Oh, and this will be here too.